Good day, everyone. Today we will be presenting the topic Materials Planning and Control, which is covered in Module 22 of BAM 199. Operations Management, TQM. This topic focuses on how businesses efficiently manage the flow of materials to ensure smooth and uninterrupted production. Materials planning involves forecasting what materials are needed, how much is required, and when they should be available. On the other hand, material controls ensures that these materials are stored, used, and monitored properly, avoiding shortages, delays, or unnecessary costs. Throughout this presentation, we will explain the techniques used in material planning, the essential of material control, and advantages this system bring to an organization. Let's begin. Before we begin, here's an interesting fact. Did you know that 90% of supply chain leaders plan to invest in advanced planning system within the next 3 years? This shows just how important material planning and control has become in the real world. Companies are constantly looking for ways to improve efficiency, reduce waste, and stay competitive. And having a solid planning system in the place is one of the best ways to do that. For this lesson, we have two main objectives. First, we will synthesize the techniques used in material planning. This means understanding how companies predict and prepare the materials needed for production using tools like forecasting, bill of materials, and past consumption analysis. Second, we will compare the essential of material control and its advantages. We'll explore how businesses manage their materials efficiently, from purchasing and storing using them properly, and how this leads to reduced costs, less waste, and smoother production operations. In today's business environment, integrated materials management and supply chain management have significantly improved the way companies forecast their material needs. With modern system in place, most material requirements can be now accurately predicted up to a year in advance. As a result, material planning, budgeting, and controlling have become essential parts of managing operations efficiently. When materials are properly planned and budgets are set realistically, production processes become smoother, more effective, and less prone to delays. These practices also ensures that business maintain better control over their operations from procurement to storage to usage. Material planning is a scientific method used to determine in advance the necessary raw materials, components, and spare parts based on the production schedule. The main goal of this process is to ensure that operations run smoothly by making sure materials are available in the real quantity and at the right time. Several factors influence material planning. Macro factors, which are external, include price trends, business cycles, and government import policies. On the other hand, micro factors are internal and involve things like plant capacity, utilization, rejection rates, lead times, inventory levels, available working capital, delegation of authority, and the effectiveness of communication across departments. All these factors must be considered to create an accurate and reliable material that support effective production and cost control. The image illustrates the techniques used in material planning, specifically focusing on the bill of materials (BOM) explosion process. It begins with the bill of materials, which is the foundation for determining all the components and materials needed to produce a finished product. From there, an explosion chart is used to break down the BOM into individual parts and quantities required. This led to identifying the requirements of materials, which are then used to create delivery schedules for procurement and production. Simultaneously, the process incorporates forecasting techniques such as weighted average, exponential smoothing, trend analysis, and correlation to generate a sales forecast. The sales forecast defines products, requirement, product mix, and product structure, which fed into the BOM explosion to ensure accurate planning and timely material availability.
In material planning, emphasizing how production requirements are forecasted and translated into actionable procurement and scheduling tasks. It begins with forecasting demand for end products using methods like weighted averages, exponential smoothing, and time series models. Once the forecast is established, mass material planning is initiated to ensure the right materials are available at the right time. A critical component in this process is the bill of materials, which provide a detailed list of all necessary materials along with their unit consumption and location codes. This BOM data is then organized using an explosive chart, which groups materials in a matrix to show combined requirements for various components. The outcome of this planning process is a material requirement plan, which guides the development of delivery schedules and the purchasing of required materials, ensuring a smooth and cost-efficient production flow. Another important technique in material planning is past consumption analysis. This method involves examining historical usage data to make projections for future material requirements. It takes into account both past experience and anticipated future needs. To make these projections accurate, businesses use statistical tools such as average or mean consumption and standard deviation. This helps to set reasonable expectations and prepare for possible fluctuations in material usage. This technique is especially useful for process industries where there are no peaks or straightforward norms for consumption. In such cases, relying on past trends provides a practical and flexible way to manage material needs. Material control is a system designed to ensure the continuous availability of all required materials in the right quantity and quality. Without over-investing in inventory, the main purpose of the material control is to systematically manage the purchasing, storage, and usage of materials so that the production runs smoothly and efficiently. It helps maintain the right balance between having enough materials to meet production needs and avoiding excess stock that can lead to waste or increased storage costs. Through proper control, businesses can support uninterrupted operation while also minimizing expenses and optimizing inventory. Material control is a system that ensures the continuous availability of all necessary materials in the right quantity and quality, without over-investing in inventory. Its primary goal is to regulate the purchasing, storage, and use of materials to maintain a smooth production process while optimizing inventory levels and reducing unnecessary costs. To make material control effective, several key elements must be followed. First, there should be a proper coordination between departments, especially among purchasing, stores, receiving, inspection, and accounting. Second, there must be a centralized purchasing system handled by a capable and experienced purchase manager to ensure efficiency and consistency. Third, materials must be classified and codified to allow easy identification and tracking. Fourth, businesses should ensure that material requirements are well planned based on production needs to avoid overstocking or storage shortage. Fifth, a perpetual inventory system should be implemented to provide real-time data on stock levels. Sixth, accurate and detailed records of material used and stored must be maintained at all times. 7. Storage areas must be secure and supervised to protect materials from damage or loss. 8. Stock levels should be scientifically set, including minimum, maximum, and reorder levels for each item. 9. Purchasing activities should follow a set budget to control expenses and avoid overspending. 10. There must be regular reporting to management about the status of purchases, issues, and inventory levels to support informed decision-making. When the essentials are practiced effectively, material control offers many advantages. It eliminates waste, reduces the risk of theft or fraud, and helps keep accurate inventory records. It also minimizes storage costs, frees up working capital, and provides quick insights into how materials are used. Most importantly, it prevents production delays by ensuring that the right materials are always available at the right time. Implementing material controls brings several key benefits to an organization. First, it helps eliminate waste by ensuring that materials are used efficiently and not overstocked or left unused. Second, it reduces the risk of loss due to fraud or theft, as proper tracking and supervision of materials are maintained. Third, it supports the use of perpetual inventory system, making it easier to generate accurate and up-to-date reports for management. Fourth, material control reduces the capital tied up in excess inventories, allowing businesses to allocate resources more effectively. Fifth, it lowers storage costs by avoiding unnecessary accumulation of materials. 6. It quickly and accurately provides the value of materials used in different departments, which helps in cost tracking and analysis. And finally, it prevents production delays by ensuring that the right materials are available at the right time, supporting continuous and uninterrupted operations. That concludes our presentation on materials planning and control. We have discussed the key techniques used in material planning, the essential required for effective material control, and the many advantages it brings to organizations, such as reduced waste, lower cost, and smoother production flow. Understanding this concept is not only important in theory, but also in real-world business operations, where efficiency and proper resource management play a major role in a company's success. Thank you for your attention. We hope you gain valuable insights from our discussion.